Everyone, welcome to Mama from Scratch. My name is Emily if you are new, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today I'm really excited because I am starting our first episode in the Fixer Upper series, and that is going to be making over our kitchen. This kitchen has gone through quite a transformation over the years. When we first bought this house, it was a medium color oak and it had gold trim on it. It was hideous. And so I immediately, before we moved in, I went ahead and stained all the cabinets with a dark ebony stain. They think they're beautiful, and we had tile back then, and then eventually a couple years later we ended up putting in the granite that we have here now. It is a little bit busy and it's not all of my taste. Like, I think it's pretty being on the countertop, but I think for the backsplash I like a little bit more simpler look to it, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, if it'll be in our budget. We're going to be doing this completely ourselves, and we're going to be changing the cabinet color, maybe the hardware on it. We're going to be making over the appliances, maybe giving them a nice new look, and we probably might be doing the floor as well. So we got quite a bit of things that we're going to be tackling ourselves, and that's the beauty of DIY, is that you can save a lot of money doing it yourselves. It will take a little bit of time, but it's just part of the fun and things like that. So I'm really excited to take you guys on this journey. It'll probably take me a couple weeks to finish this because I'm going to be working on it at nap time and also bedtime at night, trying to get it all done. And I will show you everything that I am using in case this is something that you want to do to your kitchen or your bathroom or somewhere in your house, and show you how you can do it on a budget and still have a beautiful home afterwards. I'm so excited for this. I am really going for a nice light bright kitchen, a very simplistic, beautiful farmhouse look, and I'm just really excited to take you guys on this. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started with this beautiful, well, it will be beautiful, kitchen makeover.
Now I miss you, and I want you to be there again, and we can stay forever young.
First thing I'm going to do is actually take some sticky notes, or you can use tape for this, and a pen, and I'm going to label each of my cabinet doors on the inside. That way when I'm painting them and everything, when I go to put them back up, I know exactly which doors they go on, top or bottom, things like that. Labeling is just easier and it saves you a lot of time. So that's what I'm going to do first.
And we can stay forever young.
You can see now I am removing all of the doors, and then I will also remove all of the hardware from each of the doors as well, because we're going to be stripping these and then priming them and painting them, and you do not want to leave your hardware on. And if you have hardware on your insides, then that's fine too, but mine are attached to the doors themselves.
This town's so lame, I'm feeling so wired. It's 4 a.m., I'm not even tired. We're in your car, we can drive away.
I'm going to take a little Ziploc bag and put all of the screws in there for the door hardware. That way nothing is lost.
Oh yeah, we're almost there. I'm loving this feeling of something new. Just right what I needed. Take me there, we can drive away. Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait. Oh.
Deglossing, I'm using this paint deglosser and pre-paint cleaner, and it says that you can use it for the polyurethane cabinets, because when I redid these, I put 3 coats of poly on them. So I'm hoping this works. It's supposed to be so you don't have to sand, but I'm going to sand. And of course there's a plane going by, so I'm trying to talk to you. just using a regular like just dollar brush here and rubbing it on. And you're supposed to, I guess, just rub it in, and then it's supposed to let it dry, and then it deglosses it. So we'll see if that works. I just don't want to have to sand a ton. Like, I already know I have to sand and stuff like that. That's not a big deal. I just don't want to. 3 coats of poly is a lot. I want all the help I can get.
Mom, look, why are you painting that?
I'm not painting it, honey. I'm deglossing it.
Glossing.
It's supposed to take off the finish. So it definitely looks like all bubbly on here. No, what are you doing, dog? Really?
The light box is off.
See the how it looks all bubbly right here? See how that looks right there? So I'm assuming it works. They're not shiny anymore. And you can actually see the old cabinet coming through right there. Can you guys see that? Oh my goodness. This stuff works. This is nice. So I am still gonna lightly sand it though, to get off more, and then I'll paint it. But see how it's definitely not shiny. I wanted to try it on the doors first to see if it actually degloss it before I take the cabinet off the wall and do that outside. So since this one's dry, I'm gonna just take an 80 grit sandpaper and see what that does to it. Oh, not bad. Oh, right down to the bare wood. That's really nice. I like that. I did the kitchen table and the chairs, specifically the chairs because it had all the spindles on the chairs. I used a stripper on it, and it just took it bare down to the bone, but it actually ate up part of the wood, and I didn't like that. And it kind of left deep grooves in it, and it was it just drove me nuts. So I didn't want to do that for these cabinets. I want to make this process as easy as possible, but I also want it to last a long time as well. So people before us, above the kitchen above the fridge, they, for some reason, I guess their fridge was too tall, and they cut the cabinet, which was just, well, they actually cut part of the door as well. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just all jagged and terrible looking. There's like DIY and there's bad DIYers. For the chickens there, good job. Tell you, what are you doing over here? Decked out in his dinosaurs. Oh yeah.
Life can't remain, no delay, gotta let go. A gentle breeze, the night's got a fever, to the moon and back, playing loud in the speakers. You and me, can I marry you right away? Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight.
The same timer my brother-in-law used. I was going to use the 1, 2, 3, but this one's more of a shellac and has, I think, better. It's supposed to have better blocking. It's the same brand, Zinners, but or Zinsers, whatever you want to call it. But I'm just want to make sure that none of this black comes through my white paint or bleeds eventually. So I want to make sure it's all blocked. So I'm going to do 2 coats of the primer on here. This stuff dries so quickly. But yeah, he didn't sand his cabinets either. He just deglossed them and put this on, but I'm not taking any chances. I don't mind sanding a little bit. That doesn't bother me at all. But this is actually the same process I did for the coffee table that you guys all want to know how I made. I didn't degloss that. It was a dark ebony stain like these are, and then I just sanded it down as most as I could, and then I used an actual chalk paint on it. And when I put the sealer on it to seal it, because I like to seal a lot of the stuff, it yellowed. So all I did was take my sander and sanded down the chalk paint. And so that's why you see on my coffee table, you'll see the black. Okay. you'll see the black, you'll see the medium tone, and then you'll see the white. And that's how I got the coffee table to look that way. What are you doing over there? Turn around. Hey, your boots are on backwards, you know. Come here. Come here. Ready? Help me. Good job. Oh, what a big helper.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a kiss. Strawberry face. Ew. And a booger. Ooh. Thank you so much. Can you go inside and get tissue so you can blow your nose? Go get tissue. Go find brother too. I'm gonna keep work on the kitchen in increments, so do one section at a time. I think that'd be easier because I don't want to paint outside just because there's tons of dog hair and dust. So I think I'm gonna work on this section, and then when I'm done with this section, I'll move on to the next section. Not exactly sure. I feel like that might be the easiest way for me to do it, but I don't know. I just am looking forward to a lighter kitchen. I was originally thinking of maybe doing the kitchen like the coffee table, but we may move, and I don't know if the next person will end up liking that. I think it might be too, a little too, you know, rustic, shabby for a lot of people. My husband actually liked the idea, which I was shocked about, but I don't know. We will see.
Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio.
I'm gonna have to move the fridge.
No. Why do we have to go to the fridge?
So remember how I showed you the inside of the cabinet doors, how they were all messed up? This is why. Because the people before us trimmed up the cabinet and then they just left it there, and you can see over there the little notch that it used to have there. I mean, is that not ridiculous? They just butchered this whole cabinet. And then they screwed here at the bottom. I mean, it's just a mess. I'd like to just take off this entire section right here, but it's attached and I think I'd have to saw it, and I'm not exactly sure how well I would do, and I don't want to make it worse. So yeah, that's what. So I was thinking just doing an open shelf up there for all my cookbooks, you know. But maybe I might get this primed, but not. But I'm gonna go ahead and close out the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along this journey with me. I'm really excited to get this started and get it done. I'm really excited. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. If you haven't subscribed yet,